On the table, looking at how to nurture a culture of youth entrepreneurship in East Africa and transition to green energy. The forum is an initiative of the Nobel Peace Laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus, and our very own Noah Kipkemboi now joins us live with the latest. Good afternoon to you, Noah. Maybe you can tell us some of the deliberations and conversations by experts during that forum.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Purity. A lot going on here. Of greatest concern is the changes that are happening across the world, and we as humanity not seeing that as a barrier, but sort of an incentive to offer solutions that are sustainable. And that's why this particular forum, the East Africa Social Business Forum, becomes very critical at this particular time. And right now, just to help us understand in brief what this is all about, I'm joined by Shihab Kader, who's the head of international projects at Yunus Center. Thank you very much for joining us. Social, is it time that the corporate world starts rethinking where we are taking this world and the world in general?
Jamo, thank you, Noah. That's a very good question that you asked, actually. I represent the office of the Nobel Peace Prize Laureate Professor Yunus, and he got the Peace Prize back in 2006 just for exactly for this cause. He wants all the corporates, whatever the capitalist structure that they're representing, to change. We cannot go back to the old civilization that was before the pandemic. The pandemic taught us how different, even after globalization, how segregated we all are. We are not one community. The social value chains were all broken. The supply chains were all broken. We couldn't get from A to B because everything was in lockdown. And that's why, because you know why? Because there wasn't the moral fiber of our society, and it's completely broken down. That is why we are trying to preach and advocate for the concept of social business. A business that can solve a community's problem through a business solution. Instead of relying on a charity dollar, like people from Bangladesh, in Asia and in Africa, we all were ever reliant. Whenever a charity dollar comes, we start being lazy, we stop to innovate. That is why Professor Yunus says, instead of relying on a charity dollar, we should rely on a social business dollar. You invest in your business and you use that business to solve a social problem, but don't get any profit from it. Whatever profit you take after the investment has been recouped, you plow it back into the business, you make it grow, you improve the product for your communities.
Definitely. And briefly, what will this cost us? What is the cost implication if we're to move towards social business environment as a country, for example?
Initially, it will cost you your mindset, which is, I'm pretty sure that most of us are still struggling after the pandemic. But once you make this expensive decision, which is only just switching your mindset from off to on, you will see that the entire world is just it opens up to you. And it's like you'll feel happy. And we always say that making money is happiness, but making other people happy is super happiness.
Definitely. So, beautiful. Thank you very much. Mr. Shihab Kader, head of international projects at Yunus Center, says that making money is happiness, but making other people happy is even better. It's super happiness. So Purity, as you know now, today we've been introduced to a new concept of super happiness. You might be happy, but there's an opportunity for that, and social business and entrepreneurship. That's why this forum is here, to encourage that direction of businesses to go social and take care of our society in general. Back to you, Purity.
All right. Thank you so much.